So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you may be at this time. For me, it is early afternoon, and for my special guest here, Allan, it's getting on to late afternoon. And, it's my great pleasure and honor. I'm very excited, actually, about the reason that we're doing this little conversation today, and that is that Allan is our special guest this weekend. And I say our special guest of the Master Sha Tao Center in Vancouver. And I have the great honor and privilege of being one of the co-teachers with Allan and Jimena Gavino in this beautiful workshop, which is called Soul Voice and Tao Mantras. Unlock your inner joy and soul power to live a soul-guided life. And as many of you may know, Allan is extensively qualified to teach and to chant and to serve as a Tao song singer and as the 22-year student of Master Sha and many, many years as his editor of all of his books, including all of his best-selling books. So Allan knows the Tao inside and out. He knows the mantras, their meanings, their purpose, their significance. And he's going to give us a little taste of that a little bit a few minutes from now. But Allan, I wanted to ask you, there's so many questions I want to ask you, actually, because of the depth of your knowledge and your experience just being there when those books were being put together. But, in your life, for you, what role has using the Tao mantras to access your soul and the messages in the soul world, the divine Tao, what role has that played in guiding you to where you now are? Because you didn't start out as a grandmaster.
Well, first of all, Sarah, thank you again. I'm delighted to have this conversation and delighted to be teaching with you tomorrow.
Well, thank you.
And it's a very beautiful topic because it's one, as you indicated, that is very near and dear to my heart. I don't think your question has a simple answer, so let me try to respond from a number of different angles, if you will. I have transformed greatly as a student by being a student of Master Sha for 22 years. Many people who knew me 20 years ago would not really recognize who I am, the way I behave, the way I speak. I would say they are all much better now than they were 22 years ago. And a big part of it is, it's all that I've learned from Master Sha. I can't really isolate one component versus another component. It's all that I have learned, all that I have practiced. But one of the most important parts of what I have learned and what I've practiced is to sing our soul voice, to learn to understand the soul voice, and to chant Tao mantras. Now, why is that? Because one basic teaching of chanting mantras, which Master Sha calls sound power, is that you are what you chant. You become what you chant. Because everything is a message. Our soul is a warehouse of the messages that we have created in all our lifetimes. And everything that happens to us, that we receive, also leaves an imprint on our beloved soul. So when we chant Tao mantras, we are using our mouth, our voice, to speak the sounds of Tao, the ultimate source and creator, to what Master Sha calls borrowing the mouth. Okay, we are actually allowing the source to speak through us. Now, we may or may not understand what these sounds mean, or in some cases, they may not have a meaning. It may not be important for them to have a meaning. Think of what is commonly understood as one of the original mantras from ancient Sanskrit. I think everybody's heard of it, right? O-M, Om, Om. Does it have a meaning? What is it? Some people, I think, say it's the primeval sound, the original sound of creation. But think about that for a moment. That when we chant that, we are going back eons and eons and eons. We're going back to that magical moment just before or just as everything was created. And it's kind of the same thing when we chant Tao mantras. We are connecting with all that Tao, the ultimate source and creator, is. And I don't think of creation as something that happened, 14 billion years ago, one time. I think Tao, the ultimate creator, is constantly creating,
Mhm.
never stops creating. So when we sing Tao mantras, we are aligning with the process of creation. We are recreating ourselves in many ways. We are uplifting our own frequency, vibration, and more. So I'd like to lead everybody in a short practice to sing a Tao mantra. That's
Oh,
okay,
please.
Tara. To
Yes, I would love that. And I love that concept of recreating ourselves. That's just beautiful.
I didn't prepare for this. I saw that you had a little outline of your question, but it just came in flow, and I think
That's what
it
it's all
is very.
about.
I think it is very interesting. I think we'll try to explore that more tomorrow, as well as whatever else comes up. Right? Who
Yes.
knows what's going to come up? So I'm going to
The
sing.
soul knows.
I did prepare what I'm going to sing, though.
Okay.
If you like music, if you like singing, if you like dance, this book is a must. I'm not biased. I've edited all of Master Sha's books, so I can truthfully say every one of Master Sha's books is a must. But especially if you like singing and dancing, and if you can still find a hard copy edition, and you still have a DVD player. Many of the earlier hardcover editions have a DVD in this book. And it is 45 minutes of Master Sha leading you in the practices, the major practices within the book. And to be able to have that, to be able to do that with Master Sha is a huge privilege and a huge blessing. Okay. So I'm going to sing a little modification, actually, of one of the mantras in this book, which is a mantra for your heart chakra. What Master Sha also teaches is our fourth soul house in the middle of our chest. Okay, it's in the central channel of our body, behind the base of our breastbone, our sternum. So everybody, put one palm over this area, over your heart chakra. Master Sha teaches this is the message center. It is one of the most important spiritual centers, one of the most important energetic centers. It's one of the most important areas for our life to to cleanse, to nourish, to develop, to open, and more. So this will help us do this. Of course, it's closely connected with our heart chakra. And in turn, the heart is actually the part of us that is most closely connected with our soul, our highest essence. So this will help us connect to our heart and soul, align better with our heart and soul. And as I think I have indicated in some earlier programs, and we'll explore definitely much more on Saturday, the the soul we actually carry two souls. And we are going to actually align with the highest soul that we carry, which is our Tao soul, our original soul, our source soul. Okay. So I'm going to actually modify the mantra a little. The mantra is Yo Tao, and that could have a meaning, it could have no meaning. But I'm going to modify it to Yo Tao. So I don't know if anybody's available to type that in the Facebook, but Yo Tao, AIYAYOU Tao, DAO or TAO Tao. All right. Now you could understand this in Chinese as love. I, many of you know that I means love. Yo could be a verb meaning to have, and Tao is the source. So you could understand this in my very rudimentary Chinese as something like love has the source. Okay. Love is the source. Okay. We're going to use the power of love, the power of the source is love, and the power of this Tao mantra to open and align with our hearts and souls, our highest self. The melody goes like this. I put your other hand over your lower abdomen. Close your eyes and see beautiful light in your heart chakra, your message center. And listen to my melody. Many of you who have been students will know the melody. I-I-O, Tao. 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 Now let me sing this a few times as a blessing for you as well. And I welcome Sarah to join me as well to offer this blessing. I've really not heard Sarah sing, but I suspect she has a beautiful voice. And Sarah, are you a Tao Song practitioner?
I am. I'm a master practitioner.
All
Yes.
right, great. So we will use our empowerments as Tao Song practitioners to sing this Tao mantra 3 more rounds as a blessing for each of you. So you can make a request, make one focused request. We will offer together an appropriate blessing, bringing Tao frequency, Tao vibration, Tao love, Tao I. Tao love has Tao, Tao has love. They are one, the greatest love in Tao. Let us begin, Sarah. I-I-O, Tao. 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 One more time. I-I-O, Tao. I-I-O, Tao. I-I-O, Tao. I-I-O, Tao. I-I-O, Tao. How. I was right. Sarah has a beautiful voice. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone. Sarah, I will hand it back to you at this time.
Thank you so much for that beautiful opportunity to do the mantra with you and also to receive the blessings. I really feel my heart truly expanding. We were talking a little bit earlier, and I was in a meeting that, caused me a little bit of angst, and now my heart is just so open and relaxed, and there's so much light. I can literally see the light in my message center, as you explained, beaming out like sunbeams. It's just shining. It's like sometimes you see those photographs of the saints, with their hearts, and that's what it looks like when I look with my spiritual eye. And I think that's why I can feel this expansion, because that light is just opening the heart, the message center, to receive all of the frequency and vibration. And of course, this is really what we need to do. This is what we're going to spend a lot of time doing this weekend, because in order to receive the messages that will guide our lives so that we can live that soul-guided life, we have to clear the message center from any of the messages that are stopping us.
Absolutely.
So
and I also feel, what I feel is also always great joy, because my heart and soul know that things are opening, blockages are being cleared, the light is growing and expanding. So join us for the joy of bringing out your soul voice, your more fully. Many of you have brought it out, but you'll bring it out more fully. The joy of singing and learning Tao mantras and much more.
Yes, thank you so much, Allan. We've got some people saying they really enjoyed that. They enjoyed the beautiful blessings. Christine Urban, thank you, Master Sarah, Master Allan, for the beautiful blessings with your angel voices. Lance is saying thank you. He feels very, very refreshed. Christine Weber is saying thank you. So please watch again, share this with your friends. Enjoy this blessing and all the blessings and mantras and the ability to connect with your soul world, divine and Tao this weekend. Tomorrow from 10 till 6, and you'll see the registration link posted there in the chat box underneath this video. And we look forward to seeing everyone there. And thank you very much again.
Our recordings are available, correct? If people can't make
Yes.
the time or can't make the full time?
Absolutely. Yes. The recording is going to be available for 2 weeks.
All the teachings will be there. All the blessings will be there.
Yes. Thank you again, Allan. We look forward to spending more time with you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.